Okay. Okay. All right. I think we're going here. Hi, my name's Ryan Recker. I am a talk show host in St. Louis, and I have a love of animation cells. I started collecting just a couple of years ago. I think before or right around the start of the pandemic, I started seeing the ads for the animation legends. They were very aggressive with their ads on Facebook. So I ended up purchasing some Sonic the Hedgehog and I think some He-Man cells at first, and they were awesome. And I was hooked. I thought, wow, this is such a cool thing. It felt so strange to open it up, and you're like, wow, these are actual pieces of television history. I mean, these were used in the production of a cartoon show I loved when I was a kid. And that was such a cool feeling. So I started to, I don't know if I became obsessed. My wife would say I'm obsessed with them. But I started looking for things on YouTube. Like, oh, I want to find other animation cell collectors. So, and this is what ended up happening here. Let me pull this up. Okay. Here's YouTube. How many of you have done the same thing I've done? You go there and you're like, okay, I've seen that, seen that. Okay, seen that. Here's one. This was cool. Here's the guy that does the boundary break who goes behind the scenes of video games. All right, I've seen that one. I've seen that one. You're like, man, I've seen like all these videos. And some of them are like pretty cool. And then a lot of them are just like, well, uh, it's it's not really animation cell collectors. It's like, okay, here's some part of history. Here's someone that purchased some and did an unboxing. So I looked on Facebook and I found this group, the Animation Art Collectors, and I've enjoyed seeing what other people have been talking about. I've enjoyed the different comments people have. If they have questions about cell collecting, and I wanted to do more. And maybe I wanted to just talk to other cell collectors, and I don't know any. Yeah, it's like I don't know about you. How many of you in real life know other cell collectors, or is it just people you know on the internet? Because we're like few and far between. But there's a lot of active communities, and if you go to eBay, there's a lot of people that sell them. And if you go to other places, so I reached out to Joe O'Brien. He's one of the moderators on the Animation Art Collectors Facebook page, and I said, "Hey, I'm not doing this to solicit." Or I'm not doing this to try to just sell something. I just kind of want to talk to other cell collectors. Do you mind if I record these interviews with other collectors and post them on this Facebook page? And they were on board. They said, do it. I think Diane is the first moderator and Joe's the other one. And I wanted to interview one of them, but they said, I don't know. We kind of don't want to do that, but feel free to go post videos. So I'm going to do that. So this is my introductory video. If you're an animation cell collector and you're like me, that you just like talking about it and you don't mind sharing your experiences or maybe showing off some of your collection, leave a comment here or just find a way to reach me. I'm on Twitter at Ryan Recker. Facebook is Ryan Recker Radio. That's my Facebook page. I don't post about cells on my radio page, but I guess you can message me on there if you wanted to. Mostly on Twitter is probably easier, at Ryan Recker. And I guess I'll keep an eye out for different comments here on YouTube in case there's people that are watching this that are animation cell collectors and are searching and they're just not finding content. I plan on doing my first interview here soon. I reached out to one of the cell collectors that I've watched several of his videos, the Pop Art Hunter. I don't know if you've watched any of those, but bald dude, cool looking room, got a bunch of cells on his wall. He collects all kinds of pop art, and he did a bunch of animation cell series, and I really like those. So I reached out to him and I said, hey, would you be my first interview? So we're going to set something up and get him on. But if there's anyone else in this group that would like to do this, reach out to me or leave a comment in the Facebook comments here. And if there's any type things that you want me to cover, so the type of questions I plan on asking. How do you preserve your cells? What are some things you've learned over the years? What's the first cell you bought? What's your holy grail? The one that you always want, the one that you search eBay for time and time again and never find. Everyone's got that one. They're like, oh, I can't believe I finally found it. And then there's a lot of people like me are still waiting for that one. What type of cells do you collect? Do you have like a certain, so I've heard some people like themes. Like they like ones where people look angry and they collect angry cells, stuff like that. Or do you do anime, Western, and then in general, just some advice to new collectors, things like that. Just general conversations we can have about collecting animation cells. Oh, tips on buying, tips on selling. I'm sure there's a lot of people that wonder, how do I sell my animation cells? What's the best way to do that? Do you have any tricks to find your holy grail? I don't know. There could be really a wide variety of discussion there. So if you're watching this, I hope to post more of these. I'm primarily going to post them on YouTube to host the video, and then I'll post the video on the Animation Art Collectors Facebook page. I'm primarily doing it just for that group because it's one of my favorite groups that are on Facebook. And hopefully my kids cooperate most nights, and we'll just kind of go from there. But I just want to introduce myself to the group, say hi. I think this will be a lot of fun. And yeah, let's just do this. This is a short video. It's only a couple minutes long, but I think the interviews will be a little bit longer. I'm really looking forward to this, and I guess I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.